Hello there, and welcome to Andre's YouTube vlog for July 30th, 2012. Well, this is my last vlog for the month, and I am actually going to use this particular occasion to do something that I've actually never done before here on YouTube, as far as I know. Actually, maybe I have done it. And that is to respond directly to the YouTube vlog of another person, due to a personal conversation I had with them. About 2 weeks ago, I looked at a vlog by a man on YouTube who calls himself, or his channel, um, Randall Polate, and he was talking about autism and how it affected his immediate family. And he talked about what was the cause of this huge upsurge in autism. Was it vaccinations? Was it diet? Was it God? What was the cause? And he illustrated some very distressing statistics that actually spoke to me very deeply. And it said that how could we have jumped from 1950, when it was estimated that 1 out of every 1,000 people had autism, to 2012, where 1 out of every 50 people seem to have it. As I've illustrated in my other two or three vlogs that concern autism, it's one of the most diagnosed psychological conditions in America right now, and it is overdiagnosed. And I also illustrated how it's used to, um, you know, blacklist many people and condemn them for either having a certain level of intelligence or some other type of social disorder. I discussed all of those things in regards to autism awareness. Now, what I wanted to discuss today is simply the issue that I really believe the key to understanding autism is research, high-octane research, years of painstaking, detailed work, where a lot of people grew up with mothers who were interested in, crocheting or cooking or whatever. My mother was interested in neurogenetics all my life. It was an all-consuming passion of hers. Still is to this day. So I grew up understanding as much as I possibly could about the human genome and the building blocks on which all life comes from. And there's, of course, a lot of infighting between creationists and rationalists about, is genetics a gift from God, is it not, whatever. But in the meantime, between all this wrangling between which is the most important priority and which isn't, a lot of important research isn't getting done in order to understand why there's been such a huge upsurge in autism. Because I'm responding directly to a friend's video, I have a theory. There's a lot of well-documented research that says that every human being in the northern hemisphere born after 1950 has a small amount of plutonium in their intestinal tract from fallout from America's nuclear weapons tests in the 40s, 50s, and early 60s. With a radioactive mutating substance inside the human body, to me, and to my way of thinking, it's no wonder the rate of autism has gone up. I mean, it's just 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's it. 4. There's a mathematical solution to that. And another common conception about autism, I think, in society is that it is nothing but a disease and that it brings nothing of relevance to society. I think people are starting to rethink that, but it's still there. And that may be limiting research too. But hey, I just watched another YouTube video that spelled it all out for me. 6 people in the history of the world, in the last 200 years of the world and its evolution, who themselves had autism. A poet and a writer, both female, Emily Dickinson and Jane Austen. Famous French painter Vincent van Gogh, famous for Starry, Starry Night and cutting off his ear. Mozart, the child prodigy composer, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart of Salzburg, also had autism. Albert Einstein, founder of the theory of relativity and E equals mc squared. There we are back to atomic energy again. Autism and dyslexia, possibly related. And here's the most profound thing that I can think of in all this. When we say the Pledge of Allegiance in our school and we say, God bless America, we are actually saying, God bless autism. Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of this country, one of the key architects of the Declaration of Independence, which proclaimed all men are created equal, had autism. And here we are saying essentially that people with autism are not equal. And we are a country that proclaims all men and now all people are created equal. You know, we're starting to come around of our long-standing racism toward Aboriginal Americans, Native American Indians, African Americans, even same-sex marriage and people with different sexual orientations. Why are we still looking at autism as a disability when it was a key instrument in the thought process of one of the founding fathers of this country? It is completely senseless. Again, it comes down to something I often say. If we want to understand why autism has grown so much, we just have to take in some of these simple facts that I just mentioned and more. Do your research. Ask questions. And don't be afraid. Do not be afraid of the answer. Because you never know. It might be worth a lot more to the positive side of your mind than you think. It might eliminate more negativity than it creates. And that is my 2 cents about what causes autism and what we could do as a society to make it better. And remember, it's not somebody else's problem. You can't just leave it to others. The solution to autism really starts right here and right here. My computer is going to be in the shop, as it were, having a mouse fixed, and this is the only computer in the house that has the webcam installed in it, so I'll be talking to you for a week or so here. And I just wanted to leave you with this thought about autism between that time. So think about it, use your mind, use your heart, and you'll find the answer that you're all looking for. All of you who have autism, who have a family member who does, or experiencing it in your romantic life, there is a solution. All you have to do is that one syllable word. Think. See you next time.